What's going on, guys? My name is Gojetta and welcome back to episode 6 of my playthrough of All the Mod 7 to the Sky. Last episode we finished off by doing our little automatic clay and soul sand production line here using a metric buttload of laser IO nodes. So this is actually working quite nicely. I put about 1,000 of each, both sand and dust, into these machines. And you can see here the clay is working quite rapidly. We did do a couple things to actually make these things work faster. I threw in some card overclockers into the, I guess it's the liquid node, fluid card rather, sitting on top of the kitchen sink, so that we are now currently pulling out 6 buckets or 6,000 millibuckets every 5 ticks, which is plenty fast enough to fill up these barrels. And the other thing I did was I also put some overclockers into our dust here, so that we're pulling out 16 dust every 15 ticks. So no roundabout every second, 16 every second. So we went through about 1,000 here in like a couple of minutes. Realistically, you could probably have this entire setup here for the dust and clay with 1 barrel and be, you know, just as fast, right? Our major limiting factor with the soul sand here is the fact that you have to wait for the water to turn into witch water, and then for the items to be inserted and pulled out, right? Like you can see these happening pretty rapidly once it changes into actual witch water, right? See, like there's that's going, bang. See, right? This is all happening pretty quick. And with the dust, you don't have to wait for the water to actually change into witch water. But regardless, that's all well and good. It's working pretty well. Our upgrades over here in our machines are working very nicely. As you can see in this chest, we have, again, just a metric buttload of resources. Honestly, kind of too much. This thing is getting too slow. The pulverizer is really, really slow. And we're getting a ton of backup. Ooh, we're getting backup. We need to deal with that at some point because these barrels are full of junk. We need, I think, either upgrades or void upgrades inside of these things at some point. Probably not this episode. I might look at that in the next coming episodes. Wow. Oh, this chest is full as well. That is not good. Because once that's full... Okay, we're running into many issues. Storage being one of them, but that's going to be easy to fix. In the meanwhile, I was going to, okay, we might have to do a shift. I was going to start this episode going in through, you know, starting mechanism and working our way through like these different things, mainly because I want to store power. But I think we need to deal with storage here. I think we need to work on getting upgrades and stuff built. Just because we have none. Maybe we do that this episode instead. I think that might be a smarter thing to do. So we need to make a bunch more drawers. Yeah, drawers is going to be the way to do this, right? And then all of our ingots and stuff can just go inside of drawers. And then we can probably upgrade those into compacting drawers should we need to in the future, right? Because we just have an absolute ton of ingots and stuff like that. Our ore processing is actually doing way better than what I thought it would be currently. And then we need to upgrade the processing of it. So, how do I want to do this then? So we have a couple of free slots here. Some of these things we don't need to deal with at the moment. We need to deal with like organizing this stuff a bit nicer. We have a platform here that we can use. I forget what the max distance for this thing is, just like for having drawers away from it. Okay, so let's start moving some stuff around. We need to build out some more drawers for storage. Totally not the direction I expected to go in this episode. But you know what? We have problems and we need to solve problems. Okay, so first of all, I did not mean to make that many, but that's fine. Let's just make an absolute ton of drawers. I'm just going to make a whole heap of them. Because honestly, we're probably going to end up using them at some point in the future. So that's that. We've got an extra 23 of those. Which is more than enough than we need for now. Let's grab some copper upgrades. And is it worth upgrading any of these? Is any of these worth happening? Does Appetite or Cinnabar have any uses? Appetite. Nope. How do you spell appetite? APA. Partite. TI. I. And then we right click on you. Turn into fighter grow. I think that's technically a type of bone mealing item. Ooh, we can make cyan dye with that. I did not know that. So you turn into a fertilizer. Besides a fertilizer, you turn into apatite dust. And then the apatite dust can be used to make even more fertilizer. Okay. I think that's really all that we can do with it. It's not worth keeping 2,000 of it. What about Cinnabar? Does Cinnabar have any uses? Cinnabar. Right click. You turn into blocks. And then the blocks turn into dust. You can be used as a catalyst to give us a chance for slag and other different weird things when you use it in an induction smelter. Energy modifier. I have no idea. For 2.5%, and I don't know how this works. Does the dust do anything for me? No. Just gives you slightly better things inside of an induction smelter. So Cinnabar is another thing not worth having. Sulfur we have too much of. Oak, flint we have too much of. Niter we have too much of. I think we probably just want to do voiding upgrades on that. But what I kind of want to do first is just break all of these, and I'm pretty sure we can just break these things and then have this, like, they store their inventory. Like if I break redstone, yeah, sick, you hold all your, like, your internal stuff. So what I should be able to do is just break all of them. I don't have the inventory space to store them, but we do have all of them. Cool. And then what I can do is I'll actually sort them by, like, what machine, right? Because we have 3 different sides to this little platform. And then we have 3 output items, right? Like gravel does one, dust does another, and then we have... oops, I did not mean to do that. And then we have sand as well, but we're not really dealing with sand at the moment. So let's kind of just go with redstone's going to be the first most important thing. Glowstone can live on top of that. Emeralds, oops. I wanted emeralds next to it. I apparently have one in my inventory now. You can go there. What do you? Fluix dust. Fluix dust is one that we get from other stuff, isn't it? We get from sand, so that can live there, we'll call it. What are you? Apatite. Okay, we have too many things, apparently. Just like too many things. Cinnabar again. Lapis we use pretty regularly. Trying to like somewhat organize this in a way that kind of makes sense, but also at the same time it doesn't really matter how we organize this, because we are going to get into, I hope, applied energy sticks sooner rather than later. So I'm probably just going to place all of these down, just like in random spots. It doesn't really matter where they go, because it's also really not that difficult to get to this stuff. You have contents. Okay, we have to shift right click. Jump, hold shift, and then right click. Bonk. Bonk. Cool, and these are the last ones. Bang, 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 and then we have to turn a corner. Those 2 can go there. Fluix dust. Let's just move you while we're at it. We have to move all of this junk as well. Fluix dust can go there, and then we can start placing our metals probably over here. Why not? Let's place... How many metals do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9 it seems to be, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. These are getting lit weirdly. They're getting weird shadows. I have no idea what's happening there. I need to get my configuration tool and my linking tools. Let's make sure all of these stay locked. Anything that isn't locked needs to be locked. I think they're all good. And then we need to link all of them up again. Cool. And apparently that actually reaches, which is really nice. To that drawer there. So then all I need to do is grab kind of just a stack worth of each of these ingots. Tin, nickel, silver, copper, aluminium, gold, osmium, iron, zinc, electrum, uranium. Okay, we don't need to worry about those yet because we don't have insane amounts of those. Nickel, tin can go there, silver, copper can go there, aluminium can go there, gold and iron can go there. Apparently I miscounted because we have osmium still. Cool. And that clears out the rest of my inventory. Alright, so that should be all of these accounted for then. So what I should be able to do here is then just grab all of this stuff into my inventory and then just double right click on that. Osmium isn't going in because we didn't configure it with the linking tool. Cool, that is now linked up. So then I can, continue to drag everything in, double right click. Uranium isn't going to work. Just mash right click on that thing and just hope that things get inserted. Cool. So these are all the items that we don't have the space for. But that's fair enough, right? Because we have this here is an alloy, so is electrum. Zinc we get from sand, so I'm not going to worry about that. Same with uranium, since we don't have either of those being produced. They can just live in here. Let's grab out that stuff that doesn't need to be in there anymore. I'm going to grab these things that should be stored inside of crates. Solium just can live in there. Cool. These things I actually have inside of this chest here because I haven't dealt with them yet. But now, that's all my metals stored at least. Now I need to hook these up into that system, which means probably just a node. I think a node is going to be the smartest way of doing this. And I'll probably just hook up the node to the chest. Does that sound like a good idea? And it just needs to be one node with an extract. Do I have any more left? I do not seem to. Okay, we need to do some crafting then. What do I need? Iron ingots, a bunch of iron, some glass, and redstone. Let's grab out like a couple stacks of you, a couple stacks of you. Glass we should already have, hopefully. In one of these chests, or we're planes. More pans. Okay, I have a couple glass blocks and more. My storage system at the moment is just a mess. It is. Everything is just all over the place. But you know what? I'm okay with it. It's fine. It's like that meme of the dog inside the burning house. This is fine. It's okay. Urine extract off the bottom. I'm pretty sure that's all we need to do, right? You just need to be set to extract. And then we'll set you to 8 items every second. Cool. Because the only insert that we should have now that's configured is this thing. Which means, now this chest here is kind of useless. I can just put things in there though. That I know is going to end up back in the system. We should see this number going down and we should see our iron going up. Sweet. Okay, cool. Storage is sorted, at least for the time being. That was actually a bit faster than I thought it was going to be. I really wish I could figure out what the heck is going on with this though. Ooh, these don't line up with each other. That's annoying. Alright, you know what? This is temporary. I'll think of a better way of doing this. I'll come up with a cleaner design and a neater way of doing it. But that's obviously an idea for later. Why are you not working? Oh, right, because those things are full. We need to work on void upgrades because we don't have any of this. So what do I need to make a void upgrade? Void upgrade. It's just obsidian and a drawer. Obsidian's going to be interesting to get though, is it? Heat exchanger cooling. Advanced generators. We do not have access to that stuff. Nope. Okay. A barrel with lava inside of it and a block of water makes obsidian. That seems relatively easy. We have lava down here. I just need a barrel. I think we need to use a stone barrel, don't we? So that means I need stone. Actually, I have some here, don't I? I think we just make it like, whoops, I need more, don't I? I'm pretty sure this is just made with slabs. It is not just made with slabs. Is it like this? Oops, like that? Aha! Stone barrel. Cool, so I need that. I'm gonna need a bucket with some water. Now, I need to get lava into and out of. Yeah, we need lava going in and then obsidian going out. This should be really easy actually, and then I have drawers here. Okay. What I'm gonna do for now, just to get this working kind of ASAP, is I'm just gonna go barrel there, fluid pipe there. I need my configuring tool for that. I need a wrench, which will be in this chest. My pipe wrench. We're gonna shift right click on that, which will be extract. This thing's gonna fill up with lava. I need water on top of this, don't I? So if that's gonna be the case, I need to go, let's see if I go block, and then if I go pane, like that, and then I break that, and then I place a bucket of water on top of that. There, that turns into obsidian, nice. And then if I just go one space over, and then put an item pipe on you, set to extract. Alright, this is working. Okay, it's working. That was really easy. It's not working very fast, mind you, because we're also using lava to do this stuff. But I can probably... You know what? We can make this really fast in like a couple seconds here. Because I've already done it with one of these. I did it between episodes, right? But I made a superheating element, right? We were running out of lava pretty consistently with our setup. But that thing's really easy to make. It's just a steel casing, some copper and some redstone. Steel casing, again, is pretty easy. It's just osmium and some steel, which conveniently we can make the steel dust or the steel blend with some iron dust and some coal. Super duper easy. So we can probably make another 4 of those really quickly here. So I need 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So I need 16 pieces of iron. Let's just grab a stack. And we need a bunch of coal. So 16 times 4 is 64. I need a stack of that. I need my ore hammer. If I still have one, which is a question in and of itself. I probably don't have one, so let's make an iron one. So I can just grab more of that. I need 2 blocks of iron. Cool. This turns into an ore hammer. Ore hammer needs to break up 16 iron dust. And then the iron dust goes there with a bunch of that. That turns into steel. The steel needs to get smelted. Okay, well, that's getting smelted. I'm going to need like a stack of redstone, a stack of copper, and a bunch of glass. course we need glass, because why wouldn't we need glass? That guy's being loud. I only got 3 left, don't I? And I have no sand. Okay, my inventory has already become an issue yet again. I feel like I've like not really done a whole lot and my inventory is like really messy like immediately. Like what do I have in here that I just don't need to have? You're a tool, you belong in there. Same with you. You don't need to be there. You don't need to be in my inventory. That's all good. Okay. So these are being done quickly. Can I make another one of you? I need osmium and I need more glass. Let's grab a stack of osmium, which is that one. And I need more glass, which means I need to grab some more cobblestone. Let's turn you into compressed. Let's put, oh, I cannot put you away, so let's grab another stack. Whatever. We'll do however much we have here. 4, 5. Place these down. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Break these, break that. That makes gravel. 5. Gravel turns into sand. Can I cook the compressed? We can make compressed glass. Oh, you won't do it because it's blasting. Okay, but I can do it with you, can't I? No, why can't I not? Is it literally just a redstone furnace? Can do it? Or the enrichment chamber? Oh, enrichment chamber can do it up. Is it really just the redstone furnace? Oh, that's so frustrating. That would be so handy right about now. Fine. Let's take a quick cut then, till I have this stuff. Alright, cool. We have our 16 glass. I think that's the minimum that we need. We can turn now all of that plus the steel that we did into casing. Keep in mind as well, by making steel, we actually unlocked a quest here in the mechanism tab. So we got some stuff here. I also unlocked the basic control unit, which is kind of cool. That can live in that chest though. These now turn into superheating elements, and these things we're using because if we look at the crucible heat sources, this is 60x. If we look at the rest of this stuff, other stuff that would be like better would be dark matter block, but that thing's really expensive from Project E. What else? Uranium block is 20x. We could probably make one of those. Actually, I don't have uranium. No, I cannot make one of those. Superheating element. Well, it's actually like the best thing we can do right now. It is the next best compared to dark matter blocks, which is actually quite a ways down the road. Once we get into Project E and stuff like that, which I haven't even really touched yet. That's something I need to look into. But regardless, we can do these real quick. So these are now 60 times. I'm going to break all of these campfires. I'm going to replace them with superheating elements. Now all of these should be generating lava at like a ridiculous speed. 60 times the speed of what they were before. So now all of these things you should see filling up with lava pretty rapidly, like the internal buffer, which it seems to be doing quite nicely. So now all I need to do then, let's just quickly place in some flooring here so that I don't accidentally fall to my death. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Of course I put the pipe away when I was doing other things because I am a scatterbrain apparently. I need to grab this thing. Oh, that thing was so close. Okay. And then I can just hit extract on this side as well. So now all of these things are generating lava pretty rapidly, hopefully. And it's just going to go until these internal buffers are filled, and then it should just start pulling out into this guy. Which it seems to be doing quite nicely. So we're getting about a piece of obsidian every 3, 4, 5 seconds, roughly. So now I've already got 32 obsidian. Apparently that does a quest. I don't know what quest that did. Fine. This is the quest. Oh, okay, we can go to the nether. We can go to the nether now. That's actually kind of cool. But no, what I want to do with these is actually make some upgrades. I need a crafting table. 4 void upgrades. I think that's actually the perfect amount that we need, isn't it? What do I need to void? Appetite, sulfur, cinnabar, niter, and flint. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, I need 1 more of these. So appetite, we're just going to go right click, sulfur, and flint for now. I forgot niter. That's fine though. All of this stuff's going to get deleted. The other thing I can do is just like make it faster by grabbing it out of there myself. The niter isn't actually going to go anywhere. Appetite, flint. Cool. So that all stuff just gets deleted rather than taking up space inside of my chest. Which means the rest of our resources are now being dealt with. Hopefully. Yep, cool. They're all being turned into ores and junk. And then being processed very slowly by our pulverizer. But being processed nonetheless. Oh, this is all working kind of nicely actually. Like extremely nicely. And then I just need, what, another 8 obsidian? That shouldn't take very long. Should nearly be done. We already have 25. Cool, I only needed 8. But that's obsidian automated as a byproduct of needing to make void upgrades. So now I can go bonk. Oops, no, you already had one, didn't you? The bonk goes onto niter, that one. This one gets a bonk. So you get void, you get void, you get void, you have void, and you have void. Cool. You should see the niter getting deleted. Nice, nice. Next thing that's probably going to fill up will be like our coal and junk like that. Yes, and that's at 1.4. But with that one, we might put on a copper upgrade since we have one of those here. I think this is what, an 8x storage, so instead of 2,000 it stores 16,000. I think, yeah, 16.4 thousand it can have stored in there. So that's a win. And that storage dealt with. That was really not that hard. Storage dealt with and obsidian processing done. I guess what we can do then is, do we just make the metallurgic infuser this episode? Or do we leave that as a cliffhanger and we do that next episode, and next episode we get into mechanism? Questions. I need to do a couple of things. I need to play a little bit more because this little whatchamacallit, basement area needs to get expanded, and we need a machines island or like little spot, because this is our like ore processing, this is our storage, here's our block making, there's our starter area, I guess. So we need a spot here for mechanism items to go. I'll probably just do it off of here. I think, yeah, we'll do it off of there. We'll go like a block down. Why not? Block down sounds like a good time, and we'll go that way. But yeah, anyways, that's probably a good spot to leave it for today. That's actually some decent progress, I think. That needs to get tidied up. I have lots of things to do. But I think, yeah, that's probably a good enough spot. I'm also recording this, by the way. Like, literally just like a couple hours before this goes live. It is currently 8:39 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is when I'm recording this. I'm probably going to stop this, edit it, upload it all within a couple hours. So if you guys are watching this, hey, this is me in like the very recent past. What's going on? But anyways, that's enough rambling. Regardless, as I was saying, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll deal with some mechanism next episode. All right, peace.